All right. So I'm just gonna start the school management system. In a school, uh, what we have got, let's find out. Okay, so these are all irrelevant stuff. So let's find out. Okay, let me just try to create a README out here. I'll just try to open this README with this thing out here called Visual Studio Code. All right, so got this README out here. Okay, so my topic is school management system. What it has got. It should comprise of a school class, right? And this school class should have stuffs regarding um, student and teacher. So it should be teachers, students, whatever, right? So this school class should make use of the student class, okay? And anyway, a class should have attributes and methods. So, in regards to the attributes, I would say a student class should have an attribute in terms of ID, name. Um, let's consider uh, what grade, yeah, grade, and let's also consider fees paid. Okay, so I'm gonna take the teacher class as well in the similar fashion, and I'm just gonna say this teacher class should have attributes in regards to name, sorry, ID, name, and salary. Yeah, okay, salary of teacher. Okay, so we would consider that the school's income is the fees paid by the student, um, and the expense is the salary paid by the teacher. So let's consider that this is a government school, and the government is going to take care of all the building expenses and everything whatsoever, okay, because it's a government project. And the only request that has been raised by the government is, okay, so aggregate the fees and make sure that the teachers are paid, okay. And you may have zero profit at the end, as in like income minus expense could be zero, or there could be some profit, whatever, maybe the profit whatever would come up needs to go to the government. And uh, we need to have complete stuff, I mean complete thing that needs to be shown to the government, so there won't be any point to steal. Okay, so let's say that I'm the school coordinator who is going to take off this entire school management system. So I won't have anything here to steal. I'll have to show everything to the government in a consolidated, solid way. So that's what I am trying to do out here. So, anyway, I can smell my tea. So, let me just take a short break and come back. All right, people. So, people, friends, I'm sorry, just this is my first YouTube video, and I'm back with my tea. So, I would try to continue from here on, and let me just say this. I was previously using this volume of the system. I mean, the microphone of the system. I have just put on a headphone. So let's find out which sound is better. So maybe I can adhere to that for future videos. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so the school class should have, I mean, should make use of the student class. Each student should have attributes such as ID, name, grade, fees paid. And okay, by the way, the school class is also supposed to use the teacher class, and it is supposed to make use of the attributes of ID, name, and salary. And the it's a government school, so uh, point number one. Point number two, I have to show everything to the government in regards to expense and income. So I cannot steal from here. And the income is in regards to the fees paid by the students, and the expense should be in regards to the salary paid to the teacher. Okay, so I'm just gonna uh, not go in the conventional way. um, I'm just gonna start building the school class. Ideally, I should start building the student class, but my funda is that I'll start building the school class, make use of the student class, and wherever particular things comes up in regards to the student class, I'll start adding and just keep adding those things. Okay, so that's the fundamental idea. And let me just say this as well. I mean, not absolutely a beginner. That would be a very wrong thing to say, but I am a beginner in regards to Java, and I have been using this Eclipse for quite a while. But I felt that this IntelliJ is, I don't know. I mean, I felt a little bit comfortable with IntelliJ, and I just stopped using Eclipse. And I don't know. I kind of started having this problem in regards to starting up this Eclipse thing altogether. So what I'm just gonna do, maybe I don't know. Okay. So maybe I can later upload a video where I would be learning Eclipse and also sharing that thing from another video, whatever. But anyway, let's come back. So I have just created this uh, project named, what's the, yeah, okay. So my folder name was School Management System by Self. So I am just creating this. So yeah. So I have created this school class under the package school management system. So I have made this school class as the main class. Okay. So let's start from here. And I would also try to probably check if I can comment like IntelliJ. Let's see. Uh, oh, yeah, I can. All right. So, anyway, so school class, it is supposed to make use of the student class. So now, all right. So okay. So my first thing is use the student class. Well, I don't have the student class in existence as of right now. So let me just create this student class. Mm, all right. So I have this student class created out here. So, okay. So, all right. I'm just gonna create a, I mean, make use of the student class. I was trying to do this project in my sleep, and it was so very clear at that point of time. I didn't get much sleep, and I don't know. I mean, I have to put a lot of pressure in my head just to bring up things. Okay. So, anyway, all right. So, the first thing is this main class, the school class, should make use of the student class. Okay. And just to note that this student, now, what the fuck? Okay, so I'm really sorry about my word. I'm really sorry. Okay, so I'll probably just upload this video and say that this is not for children. Okay, so anyway, so I just have to make sure that in a school, there are many students. Okay, so what I have to do is that I am supposed to use this student class and create many students. Now, in order to use this student class, what we all know is creating an object of the class. Okay, so but if I have to create object of the class student, so let's consider that I am initially considering five students. So I'll have to create five objects. So let's say student S1 equal to new student, student S2 equals to new student, things like that. But it would be a really inconvenient way. Point number one. Point number two, I think I have read it in many places and it says use dry, do not repeat yourself. So, in order to use dry, so I would consider using the concept of list from array list. Okay, and yeah, I mean, so let me just try to use this. Let's find out what happens. So I am trying to use list, which is going to comprise of students. No, it is going to comprise of student, and the name of this list is students, which is equals to new array list. Okay, let's see. Does it? Okay, I'll just import this package and okay, so I just imported this package. Why did I not choose the other options? Well, based on my experience, I just chose this package. And yeah. You always have to do what, you know, play with the basics like a pro so that you can break it up like an artist. So I'm not an artist yet. I am also discovering the mm, yeah, I'm also discovering the basics, and yeah, so I'll just move on from here. Okay, so this is what I have just done. So I have created a list named students. This list is of type student. Yeah, so the type is defined by the class. Okay, so this list is of type student, and yeah, so it's the list concept is a part of the array concept. So yeah, so they are related. So I'm really not so sure at this point of time. I'll probably get back there a little later. So fine. So I have created the students, a list named students. Okay. So okay. Now, how do we proceed from here? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I am gonna add student here. Okay, right? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna add student here. But what student am I supposed to add here? I don't have any student. Okay, so let's get that done. Okay, I'll go to the student class for a while. And like we said, the student class should have attributes such as ID, name, grade, fees paid. Okay, so I would try to create attributes in regards to the access modifier set to private. I'm not doing it as public because everywhere I see it's just private, 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 and it's not public. And one place I learned that I don't want to expose this attributes. Okay, so I'll just make them private. Okay, so anyway, the first attribute is ID. So ID is of type integer, private, int ID. Okay, error gone. Name, private, string name, grade, private. Okay, let's make it int. Plus one, two, three, four, five, things like that. So grade. All right. Mm, let me just sip on my tea. All right. So yeah, grade done. What else? Fees paid. Yeah. Okay. Fees paid. Should it be Boolean fees paid or what? Amount paid as fees? Let's do that maybe. Amount paid as fees. Maybe amount received as salary. Okay. So private int amount paid as fees. All right. Okay. So I have these things. All right. Now a class comprises of attributes and methods. Okay. And in order to create an object of this class student, we need to have a constructor. Okay. Okay. Yes, for sure. Uh, we don't need to explicitly define the constructor if we are not trying to make the attributes uh, mandatory. So let's consider that I don't choose to have the constructor as of right now. So maybe, uh, okay, so I'm just not gonna have the constructor of as of right now. So what's gonna happen? So what is gonna happen? So let me just try to create this student object here. New student. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, so what am I getting here? Am I getting anything? Am I getting? Oh, yeah, so everything is private. So why don't I just put across getters and setters in order to, you know, yeah, how do we get getters and setters out here? Hmm. Exactly. How do we get that? Sip on the tea, please. All right. So in order to get getters and setters, yeah, I haven't figured out anything. I just sipped on the tea while I paused the video. So anyway, in regards to getters and setters, let me just try to find out how do we get the getters and setters in Eclipse. Getters and setters in Eclipse. And okay, so like I said, I am also learning, and probably after uploading this video, I would be waiting for your valuable comments. I would really appreciate if nobody abuses me. Uh, because look, abusing over the internet as a random person is very easy, but you know, a truly good person is the person who finds the goodness in the baddest person. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just trying to say, just don't abuse me. Please point out my mistakes and uh, give me certain tips and tricks. And yeah, so I'll be waiting on that, by the way. So let's see. Okay, Control Shift S. What is it trying to say out here? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Okay, source. Source, getters and setters, all of them. Now let's find out if it's there or not. Okay. We have, oh, see, check this out. Let's say 1000. Yeah. You see that? So I was able to access all the attributes here without the use of constructor there. Okay. Now, so why am I supposed to use the constructor here? Why do we have to use the bloody constructor out here? Let me just get rid of this by a control Z. So I don't know. Let me just try to make a constructor. And by the way, this constructor should be of the same name as the class. So public student. I don't know if I'm doing it right or not. Am I? Okay. So I'm just gonna say ID, which is a unique thing, by the way. Like initially, let's consider that I have been appointed to a school. I start with class one, let's say. Now, okay, so, okay, should be in string. Okay, so by the way, so let's consider ID as the roll number, let's say, or maybe no, not let's not consider roll number. So when I joined my school, my ID was exactly, I remember exactly even now, 931800. So I joined school in the year 1993. And please don't judge me. I am old. Yes, I am old. I am pretty much learning programming from the year 2019. I'm not great at it. I am I don't know if I'm good at it or not. I have done some pretty challenging projects. Uh, anyway, let's not go there at this point of time. So, anyway, this was my ID at that point of time when I joined school 931800. I just remember that this 1800 was really my, the name number plate of my bus, and this 93 was the year. So somehow they were defining my ID, and it was never changing throughout. So right now, I am not just gonna use uh, a random creation of ID. I'm just gonna say, okay, this is my first student, so I assign you the ID one. By the way, I just recalled of something. That something is that I have been using this dating app called Isle, not promoting anything, and I wasted a lot of time there because apparently somebody liked me, and I like browsed through like this app for maybe more than 1 hour, couldn't find that person. And at that point of time, I took an oath to myself that the next time I'm gonna swipe right on anybody, with the name and whatever. I'm gonna find out how is this random library anywhere. I think I'm good with Python. So I'm gonna find out, at least in Python, how is this random library working. And I am also a learner here. I learn better with videos. And Corey Schaefer had a video on Python modules. So I'm gonna look at that, and I am trying to improve my reading skills. So, friends, please let me know how to improve my reading skills. Okay, in the comment maybe. A time for a sip on the tea. Okay, I'm back. Okay. So, okay, constructor. So I have made this terms ID and name as a mandatory thing for creating a student. Okay. I am still not so sure how am I going to use that there, but anyway. Okay. Now, I'm going to use this term called this. Okay. So this dot id equals to, sorry, okay, language. It's not a style, it just is a habit. I'm trying to change it. I'm trying to work on it, and maybe in the next video it's not gonna come up. This ID equals to ID. Okay. So why did I use this? Hmm. So by using this, I'm just telling Java that this ID is equal to mm, this ID out here. Okay, so let's see if I don't do this. So basically, I'm just trying to make use of this, right? So yeah, I mean, that's why I'm using this keyword. I'm just letting Java know that, okay, please make use of this, and this is exactly equal to the parameters that I'm using out here. It's not the same as in function. In when we are just talking about regular functions in any programming language, let's also consider that in Java I'm just trying to create a so-called function, or in anywhere, so we just don't have to predefine all the attributes and all that, like object oriented. I mean, like, functions are not associated to object oriented. And yeah, okay, that's the thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this keyword. And okay, let's move. I'm gonna use this keyword for this thing as well. All right, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just get an error out here. Okay, so hmm, I'm getting an error out here because I feel that this new student only is required when I'm not explicitly defining a constructor. So maybe let me just remove this and find out what's going on out here. Okay, so okay, by the way, it's not I mean, like, I did this just for the beauty of it. I could have just done this as well. Python is based on this indentation thing, Java is not. Okay, a reminder to myself. Let's just consider that. Okay, so mhm, students. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this student. Okay. By the way, okay, so yeah, yeah, yeah. So maybe I was wrong. Right now, Uh, I don't know about the new keyword, but those errors were existent there because I just removed the getters and setters. So those attributes are not really accessible out here as of right now. So let me just control Z on that one time. Okay. So it's not supposed to be accessible as of right now because it's all in the private status. No matter constructor would definitely make certain things, but private is private. I have got to use getters and setters in order to. And why do we have this warnings? Oh, never used. Yeah. So, okay, whatever. It's never used or cannot be used or whatever. Let's just do this. Okay. hmm Still, I have this error. Wow. Um, let's see. Oh, error not gone. Hmm. So, how am I gonna take this error off? Let's see. Okay. Uh huh. So, let me create a student. Let me give the name of the student as, I don't know. Mm, okay, let me just define the student names because I don't want to take the name of any of my friend. And by the way, I haven't slept properly and all that. So that's another thing. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna take Prison Break characters. Maybe Michael Schofield, uh, Sarah, the girlfriend, the brother. What was his name? I forgot. Let's find out. Prison Break. Character names. Character names. Oh, Theodore. How can I forget this guy? I love this guy. Theodore. So, Sarah. Alexander Mahone. I thought that I'll just name my child Alexander. I was so in love with this guy about his, I don't know, his style. Lincoln. Okay. I'm gonna use these names. Okay. Fernando Sucre. Get this guy. What's his spelling? For Nando and Gretchen. Okay, Gretchen. Okay. So, mm, let's make a team out here. Okay, so I'm gonna take Michael, Sarah, and Lincoln as teachers taught a lesson of goodness to the students of the evil. Again, I'm not supporting any religion or whatsoever. Okay. So, okay, if I remember Fernando at one point of time ditched. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe Gretchen. I love this character. And, yeah. So, there's another thing. I need some more student because the students' fees should be, I mean, like, let's consider that I have one student and one teacher. A student is paying maybe 500 euros. A teacher cannot have a salary of 500. It's got to be, considering the minimum pay and all that, it's got to be higher. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Brad. So Brad would go there. These are all the bad guys. Bad guys. This guy, yeah, he's a good guy, I guess. But whatever. Oh, I'm supposed to get students, right? See, my mind is not bloody working. So, Brad and Paul. Paul was a nasty guy, and James Whistler was a nasty guy as well. And another nasty guy, yeah, Donald. What was his last name? Ah, Self. So these are my students. Okay. Hmm. Too many students for a small project. Okay, let's just try to start with this Fernando. Equals to new student. Is this the way? Ah, see, there's an error. Okay, so this error came up because I have made these things mandatory. Okay, all right. So honestly, yeah, okay. You know, give yourself some time. And I just figured it out. Okay, so I'm just gonna give the name. Oh, what was the first thing? ID. Okay, I'm gonna give an ID of one. And what was Fernando's name? Where is Fernando Sucre? Sucre. I'm gonna give this name. Mm-hmm. Fernando Sucre. Okay. Okay. Anyway, likewise. Okay, so I have this students. Uh, just, um, I'll figure out I don't know short forms. I'm so habituated. So again, let's sleep. So Gretchen, Gretchen Morgan. Okay, by the way, so another thing, there must be, it's not related to Java, there must be certain universal techniques to always take shortcuts. Okay, so in a positive way, not in a negative way or something. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this one time. Okay, so maybe comment on that, Theodore. And yes, yeah, Bagwell, Theodore Bagwell. And by the way, this video might get a little lengthy. Okay, because it's learning, expecting the person looking at this video to learn, enjoy, while I enjoy as well. Okay, so okay, bad. What who was Brad? Oh, Brad Bellick. Okay, let me just fix the names first. Paul. Hmm. Paul Kellerman. Kellerman. James Whistler. Donald Self. I'm gonna get rid of this. Um, yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working. Okay, Theodore. I'm just trying to give my mouth and my brain some rest by not speaking. Sometimes, if it's not a diversion, I feel that, I have been doing this video for quite a while without a break. Just the taking off break and uh, the sitting break was quite tough. So at times doing certain repetitive thing but still enjoying the process, it's kind of good, I guess. All right. So, okay. Okay. hmm I have the students now. Okay. Mm. All right. I've got the students out here. I don't know. So grade is supposed to change in the sense people are supposed to move up the grade, and I am personally, I need this to be a variable. Okay, it's a very scary thing. Grade should be a variable. Amount paid as fees. Let's consider that. Okay, government school fees all throughout your life is the same. Huh. Okay. Not doing anything with the grade and the amount paid as fees, but ID and names sure are unique things. Okay, just unique. Let me just point it out. Okay. Hmm. I haven't done anything with these two parameters, but later I'll probably do. Okay, so these things are done for the moment. So now, can I add a student out here? So it is said that Python does the interpretation line by line. I don't know. I haven't really played with Java and I don't know if I can do this. So yeah, by the way, students is the list name. I'm gonna try to add a student, but no, it's not really happening. So instead, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna pick this up here. Mm, why do I need this? Okay, now I'm gonna do and oh, see it worked. Okay, it worked. How many students? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay, six more to go. Seven? I just hope so. Four, yeah, seven. Great. Okay. At the warnings off as well for those things. What multiple markers at this line array list is? I don't know. What's it trying to say? Uh, I just try to check out if students. Oh, oh, yeah. So SOUT and control space in IntelliJ is SOUT tab maybe. Okay, so I'm just gonna print students for a while and just find out. Okay, okay. Oh, okay. See, I'm not getting that. I'm getting the memory location. In here, we have those getters and setters, right? So, we are getting the memory locations out here of the complete student set. It's coming up as a list for sure, but it's this list of the memory locations. Yeah, okay. Memory management in Java, I really need to work on that as well because Java essential part of Java's memory management. I mean, Java memory management is a essential part. So yeah, I need to work on that, and I will work on that. But for the timing, let's just understand that we have a list here. So let's just find out. Let's try to visualize the list maybe for a second. Okay. Okay, so we have, the seven items in the list, and these seven items are just the memory locations. We need to get the what we call the names here. So we have something called toString method. So the toString is an inbuilt method of Java. It's not utilizing any external libraries like this. Okay, external libraries, as in like it's not written by somebody who was not a part of the creator of Java. Let's just consider. So yeah, toString. Yeah, let's get back to toString. Okay, so toString. Yeah, see toString. I don't know about these things, but I'm just gonna do for this too because apparently ID and name is what I'm just trying to get. Maybe I can just do that later. For the timing, let me do this. Okay. All right. I don't know. Okay. So let's save it and I'll see. Beautiful, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Moving on. Okay. Let me just complete this part. Okay. Grade, grade. Do I need to give the grade as of right now as the mandatory thing? I am supposed to get the identification and the name. Why do I really need the grade? My sole idea, let's consider that my sole idea as of right now is to just make this not an Excel sheet, by the way. Yeah, Lambda thing. I need to watch out what's up with this Lambda everywhere. Now they have, I don't know. they have introduced this to Excel as of right now, or maybe it was long there, or whatever. Yeah, so I'm just trying to make a school management system, and I'm a teacher. Let's consider that I am a new teacher. Let's also consider that I have somebody from the government. I mean, I have somebody who is close to me in the government, and that person has appointed me as the whatever collaborator of a school. I mean, like the central person of the school. I'm not the principal, I'm just the central person who likes to take part in activities such as these. Maybe I can. I mean, even I'm just trying to qualify myself to be a Java teacher, maybe for the school. And yeah, I'm just trying to build this thing to maybe impress my whatever person is there in the government and uh, in the government and the government itself. Okay, so grade and amount paid as fees. Okay, so uh, I was just something was screaming in my head. Let's make individual students pay as of right now. Okay, so how can I make somebody pay? So let's consider I want to make Fernando pay. Okay, pay fees. I don't have this method, pay fees. So it's, pay fees is not an attribute, it's a method. Like it's an action. Okay, so it is not an attribute. So I need to have this pay fees amount paid as fees. Okay. So okay, I'll just try to make this method out here. Okay. So this is my method, and it's supposed to return me something, right? I don't know. Hmm. How am I supposed to create this method pay fees? I don't know. And this pay fees method is not associated to this just Fernando guy. It should be associated to all the students pay fees. So let me do something. Okay. I'm gonna take the grade of each individual and times 100 should be the fees. Okay. So my idea of pay fees is taking the grade of a student and multiplying that by 100. Okay. So how am I going to take the grade of a student? Should I just make the grade commentary here. How am I supposed to take the grade of a student? Ah, okay. I was really not willing to have this grade as a constant thing, but how am I gonna do this grade? Hmm. Should I make another cup of tea and come back, maybe? All right. Let me make a cup of tea and think about it for a while. All right. So I am back. I have just put a glass of tea, a big glass of tea for myself. I didn't sleep good last night. Just keep saying that because maybe I had a lot of tea, a lot of caffeine last night. Whatever. So, hmm, making the student pay fees. Okay, should be okay. So, mm, so this is exactly what I'm trying to think. Okay, let me just talk a bit about semantic web. I don't know why did I bring this up, but I think it's this semantic web is a very important thing. So I was watching a TEDx video where a woman was talking about brain mapping. We have had a course called Semantic Web, and I realized that this brain mapping, whatever this woman is saying, it's absolutely in regards to semantic web. Semantic web is the best representation. I mean, it's the best way to talk about brain mapping. So this brain mapping is basically very helpful for your own self for remembering things and all. I things and all that. And semantic web uh, is like for the machines to teach the machines and whatever. Okay. So yeah, why did I bring this up? So uh, yeah, so paying fees should be in terms of the grade. I really don't want to fixate the grade. Okay. So a good semantic web model is where let's say that which is flexible, where things could be added pretty easily. So considering this to be maybe few future semantic web model or whatever, I don't know. So let me just you understand that I'm just talking in point of semantic web, and I'm just gonna stick to that. I'm not gonna make this thing, this great thing, as a fixated thing. It needs to change. The fees needs to increase, and it should be a matter of whatever. So yes, okay. So I'm just trying to build a school management system out here, a school management system. In the school management system, first year I have some students and teachers who started working. In this first year itself, students increased. Teachers needed to be hired to handle students became a part of the school. So we see that, okay, we are right now at this point, okay, we need to add students, we need to add teachers, right? So in order to add student in our system, I can just do things like this. I mean, like, just make use of, I don't know, something new. I mean, I don't know who the, okay, who was the worst of all. Let's find out who was the worst of all. Okay, that's all right. Hero's mother, uh, Michael Scofield, mother in the series. I don't know. Who was it? Christina Rose Caulfield. Okay. Oh, that's person. How do we do that? So, Christina. I'm gonna say Christina. Simple enough, right? So, yeah, student teachers can be handled. This was in regards to the first year. Second year, student of the first year gets promoted. This promotion needs to be handled, right? So yeah, grade needs to be flexible, whatever. Hmm. How do we do that? 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 So this promotion needs to be handled. How am I supposed to handle this promotion? I can only handle this promotion when I have a method, right? So this grade thing should be made a part of some method. Okay, so I use the term promotion. So I'm just gonna keep stick to that, okay, for a moment. I'm not gonna- So I'm gonna take the grade. It's gonna take up the grade. So and this do that thing to grade. And it's gonna do. It's gonna do this. So it's returning something. So what is it returning? It's returning an integer, right? Taken care of. So let me just say this, create promotion. Hmm. Okay. So this is the kind of grade promotion that I'm gonna do. So can I call this grade promotion out here? Let's say Christina grade is to be promoted. Grade school is, and let's go this home. And let's see what happens in here. Error. Here's my error. Oh, okay. Let me just comment this out for. Okay, nothing is printing out because it's just supposed to return, and I'm not showing it off on the console. Okay? So just attempt to print the thing and comment this up as well. Okay. So I'm able to promote the grade. Okay. I'm able to promote the grade, but I'm not able to do one thing. I have not even given the grade, right? So the current grade, just work on this for a moment. So I have just hard coded 11 out here. Mm, so let's say that I also hard code the grade out here. Let's just consider this. Okay? Mm, this dot student grade. Hard this grade out here. Everybody's gonna have a problem. I'm just gonna ignore everybody for a moment. Pick this person up and let's consider this person is in grade 11. I am also not gonna take this up. I think I'm audible enough, and even if I'm not audible, so I think my steps are making sense. So, okay, so promote grade, and I'm just gonna give 8. I just can't just give the grade thing. I have to do something. Let's see. Asking me for get grade. Ah, so I can have access to this grade with this method get create. And by the way, this was a private thing, so I have to use that getters and setters thing out here. Okay, so I have set create here. Okay, can I use this set create? So set grade, I am setting a grade for the student. I don't know, really. So anyway, all I'm gonna do is after 1 year, I'm gonna either promote an individual student, or I'm gonna keep the individual student right there. So I am making this really very complicated. So was thinking of creating a method which should have keep the student in the same level or promote the student and whatever. So it would be very complicated. I don't know if I have the current capacity to make things complicated. And even if I am, let's consider that working in an organization, I am supposed to take ideas and just build a model of on that idea. Right now, I don't know if I am suitable for that. Creating ideas, implementing that idea, whatever. Okay. So anyway, moving on. So okay, so promoting the person. Okay, and okay, so this great thing is taken care of. Let's consider the fees part for. So pay fees. I'm gonna. Uh, so whoever. Mm, okay, I can smell my tea. I'll just come back after checking. Maybe the tea is not yet done. Yeah, horrible gas, horrible tea. I'll just come back. Okay, so paying the fees. Whenever, so I'm gonna utilize this grade. Okay, after utilizing the grade, I'm gonna take the grade, multiply it by 100, say int fees amount equals to this, return this. How it sounds over. Some interesting and unusual phone sound, which I don't really hear. So let me see. Somebody. All right. So I'm coming back after a little bit unexpected long break. Let's just say that. And let me just try to continue where off. All right. So, okay. So I'm gonna return this field. Okay. I have a return type. My return type is integer. On. Okay, so what idea that I'm getting is that when I have a student, once it gets the grade, it returns the fees amount. Okay. Ah, okay. So this Christina, let's consider that this Christina is in 11th grade. Okay. So I would try to get the fees amount. Let's see. Christina dot our method pay fees. How much method? How why is this method not accessible yet? Okay, let's understand. This method is accessible here. So similarly, this method should be accessible as well, right? Why is this not accessible? Let me see. There is some level of glitch. Is it? Ah, is it because of system.out.println based on experience? I think this problem. Stina dot a. Oh yeah, see, you gonna give me the grade, baby. Uh, Christina dot get grade. Okay, so I'm gonna say Christina grade. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Christina paid 1100 indeed, baby. All right. Now, so once this payment has been done by Christina, uh, school needs to have something under the income list, right? And I think so. I don't know why is this happening to my lamp. Let me just. All right. So uh, why is my lamp flickering? Okay, not for today. All right, I'm not able to see my screen properly. Why is that? Because of the heavy light on my face? Is it? Let me take a break. Okay, so I'm back and I'm authorized to go for a smoke after 17 minutes. Anyway, mm, By the way, there's nothing. Let's get back to work. Okay. So my plan was to trigger a method once a payment has been made by a student. Okay. Trigger a method. In order to trigger a method, uh, this is just a, let's say, request. Okay. So I'm just saying Christina should pay this. Christina actually pays the fees. Okay, let's try to use this parameter pay fees. This is this is actually what I believe is amount to be paid as fees, right? Should be amount to be paid as fees. Okay, let's take this up. Saying this amount to be paid as fees. Okay. Obviously, there would be an error. So anyway, I'm probably gonna get rid of this. Mm, okay. So Christina thought amount to be paid as fees. Okay. And Christina grade. Okay. I don't know. Should I create an account called Christina which is supposed to accept the request uh, of please pay the fees and like, okay, fees paid. I don't know what am I supposed to do here. Hmm. What am I trying to do? Amount to be paid. Okay. Let's instead of making things complicated, let's try to simplify things. Okay. So Christina, amount to be paid as fees. Okay. Fine. Taken care of. Pays the fees. Fees paid. I don't know. Fees paid. Creating this method which would accept the parameter fees amount and return maybe a boolean. Let me just try to work with this for a moment. Okay, so maybe Let's write this. I don't know. Fees paid. Fees amount. What is this fees amount? I don't know why is this error, but fees amount is supposed to be an integer, and why is this fees paid boolean record what syntax error on token boolean record expected? I don't know. Let's find out. Click what happened. Syntax error on token public record expected after this token. I don't know. Why is this saying things like this? How am I creating a fees paid? Okay. Record expected of public record expected after this. I don't know what does that mean. I'll try to ignore this for a moment. But anyway, if mm, let's delete this method for a moment. Okay. And I don't know, it's taking a lot of time. And anyway, thankfully, YouTube gives an option to, fast forward and all that, speed up the things. So it's gonna be a long video, I suppose, but just speed things up. Use the speed option given by YouTube. Okay, Christina, amount to be paid as fees. Okay, what? Okay, so pay fees. Let's just consider um, fees declare in return type doesn't write down fees paid. I'm getting a call. I'm sorry about this. Okay, so fees paid. Okay. Mm, so I'm just gonna say, okay, fees paid, true. If it's not true, I'm not gonna. How do we do true? It's not okay. Okay, so I'm gonna trigger this method just when the fees is paid. If the fees is not paid, so it's not gonna be a true. Okay, it's just not gonna be triggered. All right. So Christina's. This is this. Christina dot this speed. So once this is happening, so once this method is triggered, this in turn is supposed to trigger another method, which is school income. Okay. Uh, I don't know. Anyway, I forgot about all these things, whatever I did here. I'm gonna just remove all these. I'm gonna remove these print statements as well. Yeah, Christina here. I have her here. I had her here. So anyway, uh, so this is a main method. Okay. All right. So I would try to create a method within the main method. Is it so? Uh-huh. What is it? I'm just trying to define this school class. So school class should have this, and expense income. Okay. So I'm trying to trigger this parameter. So this method. Yeah. Okay. By the way, it's not a parameter attribute. It's a method. So a class can utilize other class, can have attributes like this, and can have methods. Okay, so anyway, so within the main method, can I just define another method? Let's find out. Public income. Let's see. I mean, I have always been doing with the lowercase, so let's see if it's or not. Okay, income. It's gonna have a return value as integer for sure, and okay, okay, okay. Final, I don't know. I have not worked with final as of yet. So, okay, so it has the return type income. And there should be something total fees paid, right? And total fees paid. Okay. This total fees paid is an integer, and this total fees paid initial value is 0. So once this fees paid is triggered, the total fees paid is supposed to be incremented by the amount that has been paid. Okay. So I'm just gonna say, if it's a bit complicated, and okay, my smoking time, I'm sorry, what I'm trying to do, I have to write out and then get that in the code. I'll be back soon. Okay, I'm back. So, I smoked. Please comment and let me know how to remove this smoking habit. While I was washing my mouth with whatever Listerine kind of a thing, I got an idea. Okay, I just heard that Listerine usage during this corona period is helpful, prevents you from corona, blah blah blah, whatever. uh okay, so yeah, okay, my idea is, so I'm just going to take a reference of Python. So let's say that I mean, people who are not really familiar with PyCharm, Python, whatever, just ignore this part, okay? So in PyCharm, uh, okay, let's say that company X, whatever, I know there's a company uh, who has PyCharm and IntelliJ. So it's almost similar. IntelliJ, PyCharm functionality is almost similar. So let's say that, I mean, the main method concept in uh, this Python can be put across if we have if dash dash main, that thing. Okay, so so what happens in PyCharm when we put across a main method in a Python code, there comes a play button out there. Okay, and with that play button, the code just runs. So anyway, what I would try to do here is that, so considering this as the main method, so this should have a play button if we would have just started this in IntelliJ, but in this Eclipse we don't will not have play button, but it would go step by step in the uh, main method. Okay, so I'm just probably gonna create a method outside this main method. Okay, now let's do that. Okay, this would be, by the way, when I'm going outside the main method, it's still under the class of school. So this school thing would be still there. All right. Remove this if. Okay. So initially, this thing is set to 0. Okay. Now, once if uh, if fees paid method is triggered at any point of time. So my idea is, if fees paid method is triggered by any student, then it should add the amount to total fees paid. This is the idea. Okay, let me see this. Okay, so initially I'm triggering this with this. Uh, if total fees paid method is triggered, how do I do this? Should it go to true? I don't know. See, we give this in. Oh, it's not like it's okay. I don't know if correct or not. If this comes to true, then total fees status should be equals to total fees plus uh, this, isn't it so? This, right? but I am just associating this to one particular student. Can I associate this to this complete list by any chance? Let me see. So let me just do this and do this students dot add. Okay, let me check if recording is still on. All right. All right. So if this is happening, then can this go off and can we do students dot face paid? That's this thing at cast to students. I don't know what is this, but this method needs to be changed and all that. I don't know. What was the idea? If face paid method is triggered by any student. Okay, this is done here. Of this, let me just keep that. Then it should add amount to the total fees paid. And it should add amount to the total fees paid, but this part needs to be fixed. How would it? Um, then it should add amount to the total fees paid. Then it should add the amount to the total fees paid. Okay, how? Total fees paid. Is there something missing, or is it that I'm not able to utilize certain thing? Total fees paid. Let me just do this by students. That's that thing. Okay, and again I'll do this like this. Let's see. Hmm. from this, I return this. It's not think so. So that I should wrap it up in a method. Only let's else. Try to wrap this up. These stuff properly. Should not be anything. Anything that should be out. Fees stuff. Okay. So fees stuff. Uh, this thing. This be done. Um, What's the problem here? Let me take this out. This students can resort to a variable. Okay, so the students thing is not accessible outside. Loop. Anyway, I'm not letting go of this thing. Okay, just gonna keep it here. Okay, this thing would be incremented if this thing happens. Or maybe I'll just not return anything. I'll just do this. Okay, what was previously there? Let integer convert should be not do anything. Yes. Right, so it's just sys out. Okay, there's an integer. This is void. Okay. Current balance is total fees paid. current balance is. Mm, that's not the thing. Current balance should be total fees. Okay. Either current balance is paid minus salary paid. It should be okay. It needs to be taken care of. It is teacher. So we have not worked with the teacher class as of yet. Let's do that. Okay, so the teacher also has ID name and all that. So let me just copy from there. ID and name. Okay. All right. ID and name. I'm gonna copy this as well. Make it teacher name. Okay. Maybe I can use that salary thing again. Amount received as salary. Okay, that would be taken up as a method. Okay. That uh, setters and to string method for this source generate getters and setters. I'll also generate a toString method. Mm, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? ToString. Okay. All right. So teacher thing is there. Now there needs to be a salary paid. Salary paid. I have taken it up as a parameter. So let me just do something like this. So initial salary paid equals to 0. Okay. And still the salary paid has not come up. Okay. Why is it has not come up? Because I probably have to create a teacher object and then call that. So I'm not gonna get into that teacher object creation as of right now. So I'm gonna probably just experiment on the static. See, salary paid. How does it work? Static int. Okay. Oh, okay. Teacher. Ah, ah. So basically, I have not even created any teacher in the sense. Why would I create teacher objects? Need to utilize all these things. I mean, I can just utilize the class teacher and the salary paid part, right? So, anyway, static thing. Look, I can explain the static thing, but let me just try to concentrate on this. And many people have attempted to teach the static thing. So try to utilize that, and if also comment because if you find the best video, it would be good for me as well. I was able to successfully use the static, and probably I am clear in the static understanding. That's why I was able to do that. But I don't know. I mean, if I'm really very comfortable to explain the static thing and all that. But whatever, whatever. Let's move on. Okay. Okay. The recording still happening? Yeah. Okay, so static salary paid equals to 0. Salary paid should increment when I have things like this, right? Uh, what am I doing? I don't know yet. Okay, let me just do some, you know, gain confidence by doing a little bit of repetitive things, which I would probably enjoy for the moment. So I'm just trying, we have 8 students, just 2 students per each grade. So I'm just going to say, and do this, and do this again, and do this, not using the present grade concept again. Okay, 2 gone, going to the 9, 9 here. I'm just taking it like, not, you know, it's, yeah, half hazard, minimal half hazard, because if something comes up, I would try to tackle the problem, whatever. Again, this video is a learning video for me as well. Okay, so remove this. God, God. Can I just try to print? I mean, just check out what is going on, baby. Let's see. Ah, where is the error? Okay, good for you. Hmm. So anyway, this thing is not working. So I'm gonna use this. Why is this coming up as an error right now? Oh, okay. So I'm gonna increment this fees paid plus. Let me try to work out here a bit. Okay. Student dot amount. That's fees. We try that static thingy again. Okay. Okay, this thing cannot be used. Okay. What was that? Creators fees. I should return it, right? Set amount. Okay, setting is not really setting. Okay, by the way, there's this thing, law of Java. Let's just remember that as the law of Java. Set. Okay, so for private attribute, set method is always going to be void. Okay, get method can be void or not void. Okay, so I'm gonna so in order to whatever have this thing, so here actually the get method is gonna be helpful to us. So I'm gonna do a static for this and change amount paid as fees. Okay, so even I have to do that as static. Okay, so what's the okay, so I'm trying to do student dot aha. Also to try to get this thing done. What happened? Okay, so student dot speed. Speed also needs to be made to static. Okay, fee speed. Okay. Again, I will try to attempt this. Okay, so because this is it's actually returning like this boolean, right? So true. I'm gonna say speed would be incremented by oh, I don't really need the else part as of right now, but I don't know if Java is sensitive about this or not. Okay, so this addition has been done. This is there, so let me just try to run it and let's see what kind of error. Okay, nothing, no error. Okay, am I feeling a little hungry? I don't know why, because I have not eaten for some time, but let me. There's a saying, hungry stomach opens up your brain. Okay, let me just try to utilize that. Okay. Mm-hmm. So total fees paid is taken care of. Salary paid needs to be taken care of, right? Salary paid is currently zero. Mm, am I using student? Can this not be students? Can I just check this out one time? I want to. I don't know. Mess with this thing for the time being. Anyway, the comments are the struggles, okay? So I'm not just gonna delete that. I always appreciate the struggles, okay? Because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And it's a very bold, not a bold, very firm statement, killing and all that. But yeah, struggle should be appreciated. Okay, okay, I don't know. So current balance is whatever salary paid. Okay, so why did nothing show up in here? Because this method was not called. Let's call this method. Um, okay, let's try to print. Okay, current balance is zero. Fair enough. So let's try to make Christina pay her fees. Okay, current balance is still zero. Why is that? Change access. What? Change access to static using student. Declaring type. Remove static fees paid. Change access to static using student declaring type. What does it say? I don't know. Thanks for the. I don't know, honey. So anyway, amount to be paid by Christina is this. Okay. Once this thing is triggered, it should come. Hmm. This and this are related, right? Ah, okay. Anything else? Why? Get amount. Let me just control Z. See, even I'm not very sure with the static thingy that's going on. Anyway, student dot get amount paid as fees. Oh, what am I doing here? How do I increase the balance? She pays the fees, but where exactly it is recorded? Okay, amount to be paid as fees. Okay, okay. I have to record it somewhere, right? In experimental amount. Yeah. It's called this font, this sound, and let's do this. Okay. But this is not what I want. This is just expectation. Okay. I am considering that even if some student is trying to skip the money and all that, okay. Okay. My rule would be to take a donation and all that in order to cover the expenses and everything. And this, my school management systems should be shown to the government at the last. So, what I'm trying to consider here is that it's gonna just calculate. Okay. Yes, okay. So, finally, this entire school management system is boiling down to one thing. Okay. Addition and subtraction. What is the complete money that is coming in? And what is the complete money that is going out? Okay, so I'm just gonna do something out here. Like the way I calculated for student the fees. Okay, where did I do that? Okay, grade promotion fees to be paid. Okay, amount to be paid as fees. Okay, so I'm just gonna do something like this with the teacher. All right, just gonna copy this. Amount to be received as salary based on total year of outside experience. So total year of outside experience. I'm just gonna check out the age of the characters and do this thing. Okay. So great thing. Was it made? Yeah. Okay. So I'll just do that as well. Mm, okay. This. So I'm just hoping that uh, by default, okay, should be not 100. So let's make it 200, okay? Plus two students, whatever, okay? So it should be a salary amount. Salary amount. This is also a salary amount, okay? Okay. What happened to this? Not being used. I don't know. Seriously, let it be. Salary amount. So, am I supposed to create teachers? Okay, so while I'm creating the, hmm, this should also come up, right? Just three. Okay, these three people would be the teachers. Okay, so teacher, teacher, ID, prison break, coffee. Zara, so medium thing, right? So I know three people. Okay, so yeah, okay. Three teacher roles. Mm, instead of 200 times, let's make it to 90 times. Some reason, I don't know. Okay, I'm saying that some student is paying more than a teacher. Very bad country, very bad system. Let's consider. Okay. Ah, okay. So yeah, I'm doing all this thing because I apparently don't know how to tackle the positive and negative result. So that's why I'll find that out someday. Okay. So these things. Okay, so these teachers are done. So this list was never utilized, it seems. I don't know. Okay. Think I'm just gonna finish up very soon. I just got an idea to finish this up very, 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 very soon. Okay. Just trying to say this. I just sorry. This is so bad. This is just so bad. This is highly unacceptable. Really. No point to do this object-oriented programming if I'm just not following the right principle. Does it work like that? I honestly don't know. It wouldn't work like that. Let me just try something, okay? I'm just gonna create a list, okay? This time it's gonna be an integer kind of a list. I'm just gonna say fees calculation is equals to new list, okay? And what I'm gonna do here is add just keep this sacred for a moment. Let's see. And this. I'm actually making this more complicated than it should have been. I think that summation thing was, so maybe I can just go create a function and create a loop fees calculation. Okay. I'm just gonna create a fees calculation. Let's find an teacher. It's gonna up. No, I forgot how to get things returned. Okay. Okay, hang on. Mm, fees calculation. It's gonna loop through this students. Loop through a list. Okay. So let's find out how to loop through this Java. Loop through this Java. In Java. Hmm. Yes. In students. Oh my. Can I just make this available outside? Because of this, maybe you could do a lot of things. I don't know. Expected what? Ah, this thing. Okay. Take you off outside as well. Students, what happened? Oh, yeah. Okay. What is up with you? Okay, I'll do that soon. For this, hmm, what am I trying? Variable equals to s dot amount we paid as fees. Where are you, Christina? Okay. S dot. I don't know. We'll find out together. Ah, okay. Okay. Done. Okay, so I'm gonna start from here. Teacher and all that is not used as of yet, so I don't need all these things for as of right now. All it's gonna do is p equals to 0. This is also not required. Okay. Yeah. This is required. Mm, no, I'm not gonna consider this. I'm also not gonna consider this. Composed total fees paid. Okay, total fees paid. From where is it coming from? It's gonna arbitrary value. Total fees paid. Okay, all right. Total fees paid. Income equals to total fees paid. So again, total fees paid equals total fees paid plus okay, this access is not given. Fees calculation. I don't know. just call that fees calculation method. Method. This is not the way to call a method. I should use this, I guess. Okay. All right. Income total fees paid. Does it work? Hmm, it works. Let's do the salary paid then. I'm just gonna exactly replicate the salary paid thing. Okay, okay. I'm gonna say total salary paid equals to 0. Okay, so total salary paid equals to plus salary calculation. Salary calculation. We don't have a method for salary calculation, so we are gonna create a method called salary calculation, which would be exactly like this method. Okay, we are gonna just do this and say salary calculation. Where is it? All right, here. So again, doing this and this. Do this. Uh, all right. I'm gonna do this and this, and let's see. Ah, say teachers. E for teachers. And it's like teacher. Okay. I won't say this as arbitrary variable. Okay, fine. I'll just say the same thing. Arbitrary variable t. Okay, let's do this. T dot amount to be paid as fees. Is it? Is it though? No, it's not amount to be paid as fees. Amount to be paid as salary. Amount to be received as salary. Amount to be received as salary. T dot get grade. That is get grade. Get experience. Yeah, messages for that. Add toString method for that. Mm, okay, let me just not maybe toString as well. Let me just do the toString first. Okay, where is toString? Okay, gonna do the two string getters and setters for that. Salary paid is done, right? Okay. Salary paid, not done. I don't know why was salary paid. Okay, 8 o'clock here. Okay, let's see. I don't need this, I guess. Tree variable get get income. Income is a method, so I'm just gonna do this as a method as well. Expense, which is gonna take up the parameter total salary paid. Mm, paid total salary paid is paid. Income is okay. It's not total fees paid. What is happening, dude? This is not supposed to be there. Total fees paid is basically this total salary paid. Because of what's gonna come up. Okay, okay. Ah, total fees paid. Income is based on. Okay, it takes two arguments now. And okay, wow. So I'm just finally gonna check it out if things are working or not. How am I gonna check out? Here's how it goes. Okay. System.out.println. Uh, uh, initial income in form of uh, is paid by the students. Okay. And it's total fees paid. Hmm. Initial expense at the beginning of the month. beginning of the month. Initial expense in form of salary paid to teachers. Sorry about the call there. Initial expense in the form of salary paid to the teachers at the end of a month. End current month. End balance. So, okay. Hmm? Sorry about that. Should be total salary paid, right? Do we have the same thing? I think so. All right. So thank you so very much. It's been I don't know. I mean, it's been 6 minutes less than 5 hours that I have given to this video. Thank you so much, and please let me know in the comments.